Hey Pisces, it's your High Priestess Maggie. We're going to get this reading started. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you, Spirit, Universe, God, for showing up today. There could be some kind of fighting that's been going on. You guys have to learn to trust some kind of situation, trust the process, listen to your inner voice, trust your inner voice. There's been some things happening, but we're going to be talking about and elaborating on what you need to be trusting in at this time, Pisces. We have Halloween music in the background, and I'm using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot. All right, let's see what we have for the Pisces, the Hermit in the reverse, the Virgo's energy, the Chinese year rooster, or the 6th house Mercury. But this energy is your opposite sign, Pisces, in that sense that you could be challenged at this time to do a lot of shadow work and healing at this time. With the Hermit in the reverse, that's a whole big reflection that you've been working on so many things, trying to heal, trying to understand, trying to recognize certain shadows of yourself and bring them back to light, transmute the negative thoughts and patterns into something more productive and blissful and happy, right? It's kind of like a turnover of energy. You guys could have felt lonely during this period and maybe felt like you were withdrawn from, but I feel like if anything, it's because you ask God for protection, because you ask your higher power for protection, you ask your spirit guides for protection. And with all the energy that's been happening in the world, there's been so much going on that God hasn't been wanting you to be out in this energy, because everybody's going to rub you the wrong way. They're going to mess up what you've been trying to learn and grow with and understand and develop, and they're going to try to distort your view, distract you, cause you to, have delays and setbacks and things like that, the things you don't need, the things you've been praying for not to happen. So God's been holding you from these individuals, from going out and seeing them, from going to parties, from going to celebrations, from going to certain places, traveling, whatever it may be. Certain energies, certain places are not healthy for you right now. That's why you've been isolated. That's why you have felt like people have withdrawn from you, but really God has withdrawn you from the world at this moment. I know you guys maybe even feel like you're okay with being reclusive, because a lot of us know that we empathize so heavily in the energies around us that we don't even have to speak to that individual. We just be around that individual's energy, or we could be literally walking into a store where somebody has already presently been, but they are not there anymore. So when we walk in, that energetic field of whoever that was is still there. We walk right through it. It attaches to us. Those things happen so easily for us, Pisces. So we have to be careful with our energy and who we allow around. And God's really trying to keep us protected right now. It's not like it's going to be like this forever. He's definitely going to make sure that you guys are going to be able to safely return back to society, okay? But don't allow yourself to feel paralyzed by fear. You got to trust this process at this moment, Pisces, okay? You guys got the 6 of candles on the bottom. There is success. There is recognition in this. There's triumph. There's victory. Then you guys got the 10 of potions. You could be focusing on family, focusing on yourself, focusing on building the platform for a family that you want to create in your life. If you have no children at this moment, if you have children, then this is what you've been focusing on. If you have a partner or a spouse, this is what you've been focusing on. If you have a home, you've been focusing on that. If you have a yard, if you have a kitchen, you like to bake, you like to cook, you like to do those things. This is what you've been focusing on. You've been doing the chores. You've been keeping up with the laundry. You've been doing all the things you've been needing to do. You've been focusing on those things. Those are the things that have been keeping you motivated, keeping you going, even though sometimes it feels so repetitive and whatnot. Once you trust the process and know that this is what you have been needing to do at this moment, and there's nothing more, there's nothing less. This is everything you've been needing to do during this time frame, because there's so much happening that you're pretty much preparing yourself for what's going to be happening. Okay, your energy is going to be so needed. It is going to be needed at a very high level. So it can't be around other energies that are going to minimize it or distract it or cause it to feel in a low vibration. You don't need that right now. So what you need is what you've been doing, and that's exactly what you've been needing to hear. You got to trust the process. You got to trust that everything's going to be okay. Maybe you're feeling like you've been fighting yourself on this situation too, because I saw that fighting earlier. But people out here in the energy have been fighting. You don't want to be around that negative, okay? The 4 of Needles is even in the reverse. That's the energy of Libra. We do have the energy of the 10 of Potions, Pisces, and Virgo. So the challenge is, but it's still there in the sense that you are overcoming this challenge. The Four of Needles, though. Libra, we're in Libra season. We're having the full moon in Aries on October 17th. That's a very significant thing that's happening for a lot of us at this moment, because the full moon in Aries, if you think about it like this, we're in Chinese Year Dragon, and a dragon and Aries are very much so the equivalency of each other. So if you think about the Chinese Year Dragon being a full new refresh start year, right? Brand new Aries energy. And then we have a full moon that's in Aries during a Chinese Year Dragon. That's a whole start button of refresh. Okay, so this Four of Needles in the reverse is giving me that feeling that you've been needing to relax, recuperate, rejuvenate your energy, and that's what you've been doing at this time with the isolation, with the withdrawn energy, with working on your family, focusing on the things that make you feel fulfilled, the things that you also want to fulfill your loved ones with as well. You've been finding your mental strength. This is your like awakening and the ability for you to rejoin the world with both of these cards in the reversal in a safe manner. Okay, all right, so that's happening right now, Pisces. Let's go to Osho Zen for this Four of Needles in the reverse, the source. So everything that you've been dealing with, your healing, your mental breakdowns and collapses, the times you feel burnt out, even the times where you feel like you're restless, or you even feel like you're not able to take care of yourself, you've communicated this to Source, and Source is giving you the opportunity to benefit you, to give the time to yourself. And that's what this has been about. It's been resting, it's been relaxing, it's been focusing on only the things that really matter the most right now. The Hierophant connecting to God, see, the source. So that was exactly everything we needed to see, was the Hierophant on the bottom. Taurus with that, Chinese your snake, or of course Venus. Ten of Presents in the reverse, and then the Two of Needles, and that's the energy that's chaos right now. Could be family members, could be work people. A lot of people are confused. A lot of people are in this not having all the information, not having all the facts, not having all the truth to make a decision. But divided loyalty for sure. There's been a lot of that happening. Divided loyalty within family and within work, within people in general, just in the community. That's what the higher, I mean, not like the people that are on earth. I'm not talking about the higher spiritual energies, because that's not what they want. But that people that are on earth, that are like the elite people, the people with all the freaking money in their accounts, okay? The people that know that they could pretty much supply the whole world and we'd all be balanced out, but they won't. These individual energies that I'm speaking about, they want us to divide. They do not want us to stand. So if we were united, we would stand, we would win, but they want to divide us, and they've been doing that. So that's where you come in, Pisces, because God has been keeping you away from these, knowing that what he's doing for you is like a computer that can't come on until it's fully restored, and the energy needs to be, because that's where it needs to be. And at the time it becomes fully restored is when it's going to be needing to be used. And that's what's happening to you right now. Your energy is so profound, so beautiful, so powerful. You don't even know it yet. You may feel it and you may be like, I am powerful, and you recognize it, which is great, but you still don't know the real true power that is to the fullest extent of your power. Okay, so this is happening where you know you're powerful, and you're feeding yourself the right energy, the words and the vibrations, and what meaningful things you hold dear to you, you're speaking it into your life. But the power is starting, it's still doing its thing, it's still growing, it's still filling up that cup. And that's going to be the power that we're all going to need in the world to sum that whatever back up, because things are going crazy right now and it's not about to get any better yet. So this is why God wants you to relax, rest, and know what's happening on the outside has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. People may be angry, people may be argumentative, people may be fearful, people may be anxious, people may, all these things, but it has nothing to do with you. Don't be trying to fight for them right now, because you don't have that ability to do that right now, but you will soon. You're getting prepped up and ready to be of ability and the capability to protect and give back to the world by filling up their cup with what you have refilled yourself up beforehand. That's what I see here. There's a breakthrough happening. Okay, number 11, something about 11, a reflection. These people are having to face these own reflections. They need to let go and go with the flow. This is something you've been doing, working on, trusting in the process, letting things go from the past and going with the flow. Whatever God wants you to do, you're going to do it. He wants you to cross the river, you're going to do it. If he wants you to climb a mountain, you're going to do it. If he wants you to sit down on that couch and do nothing, you're going to do it. You know what I mean? That's what that is about. Number 8, something about the 8th house energy, Scorpio's energy. That's when you're going to be able to really let things go completely. And you're going to really be able to completely, when you let everything go that you've been needing to let go, and we think we're letting things go, we are, believe me, we are. There's little things here and there we're letting go, but there's more. There's always more. So the more you get to it, the more you're going to be able to receive everything you've been needing to receive, because you're emptying out all those little spaces to bring in all back the power that is yours, okay? And cleanse the power that comes back to return to you too, because wherever it's been, for however long it's been there, with whoever it may have been with, there's been conditions, there's been projections, there's been fears, there's been anxious things that have also hooked to that energy. So you got to cleanse that too. Take the time to do all that as well. Okay, one message. We have, there's a birthday party coming up that you're getting ready to go to for someone in your family or something in general. I feel inspired and dedicated to pursue my visions. My dreams can only be manifested with the help of physical work. Physical work. That's what you're doing right now. You know that you're inspired and dedicated to pursue your visions. Your dreams are only manifested with the help of physical work, and that's something that you've been doing every day. You working on your house, doing little things here and there, cleaning out some cabinets, washing down the fridge, washing down the dishwasher, washing down the stove. You know, every single day you have a little bit of something that you're doing, a little task here, a little task there, to keep everything organized, to keep everything, flowing and going and growing, right? Anyways, I hope this helped. You guys are amazing, Pisces. Much love to you. I'll see you guys soon.